Hey YouTube, my name's Matthew. This is Cook Vending, and today I want to talk about two books that I just finished in the last 2 weeks. Stephen King books. We have Gerald's Game, and we have Deloras Claiborne. Both of these books here are fantastic. If you've not read them, I highly recommend it. If you are a Stephen King fan, you are definitely going to enjoy these books. Um, Believe it or not, the two of these books tie into each other. There's actually a picture of a map uh, at the beginning of this book, and it has to do with this eclipse, this solar eclipse, pretty much in the middle of the day. Here is the map right there, and you see the gray, which is the shadow or the path that the sun and moon is taking to make this solar eclipse happen. And the two books are set in two different locations, one more northwest, and then the other one more like southeast. And what I really enjoyed about these two books is that they're from two different perspectives of the same day. Okay, so what we have in Gerald's Game is this young girl named Jessie, who is 10 years old at the time, okay, during this eclipse. And it's in 1960, let's see here, I think it's 1960 something or other. Yeah, 1963 is when the solar eclipse happens. Jessie's 10 years old, like I said. And in the other book, Deloras Claiborne, she's like 36. So there's like 26 years difference between these two characters. Well, both stories take place in 1992, and they both are talking to the authorities of their life, their situation that they got themselves into. Gerald's Game, you find out right from the beginning that Gerald is the husband of Jessie, and Gerald is very into kinky sex, and so he ties like his wife to the bed in some cases with a ribbon, and then I think it went to like rope or string or something like that, and then it went to handcuffs. So that book's really, really fascinating because you're in the mind of Jessie and quite literally in her mind, and she is reminiscing about her past of what happened during the 1963 solar eclipse. Okay. Then we have Deloras Claiborne. She's reminiscing about her entire life, and the focal point was that solar eclipse. She ends up killing her husband, Joe. And she's trying to convince the authorities that this wasn't her fault. And the reason why she's actually in the interrogation room at this point in 1992 when she's telling the story is because this lady that she cleans for happened to die, and she was the only one in the house. So just keep in mind while you're reading these books, you will find amazing connections in various different spots. That's what I like about Stephen King, is that he connects the dots. He makes you think, and then he actually answers your question later on in the novel. Um, my favorite part about Gerald's Game is, um, let's see here, when she is talking to herself in her head throughout the book. It's that schizophrenia that kicks in. That's very fascinating. I used to take psychology classes when I was younger, and I really enjoyed that criminology, or even just the psychology and the mix together, just like these books here have. My favorite part about Dolores Claiborne is that she is a woman who does not back down. She knows what's right, and she knows she's being treated very poorly by her husband, and she knows that uh, she wants the best for her children, and she will do anything uh, to uh, to make things better. And so that's what I like about Dolores Claiborne. Guys, if you haven't yet, I highly suggest you go on like eBay and buy these books because they are cheap. I mean, what Stephen King's got about, I don't know, about 80 some odd books or something like that. And then of course a whole lot of short stories and all that. But on average, if it's a $5 book, what is that? Like $400? I mean, it's not that much, especially if you spread that out throughout the years as you're reading them. So again, Gerald's Game, Dolores Claiborne, and I think there's a third one in the trilogy, and I'm pretty sure that this book is where's I think it's Rose Matter, if I'm not mistaken. I will read this one soon, and this one has a lot more connections to the Dark Tower. But currently, I'm actually reading this book called Revival. Let's see if that'll stay. Probably won't stay. Okay. This one right here is called Revival, and it came out. I don't know. When did it come out? Let's see here. It came out, I would say, about 2014. So about 8 years ago. And it's a really interesting book. This one so far is about a preacher who comes into town, and uh, he is like quickly, fired after 3 years of being a pastor. And I'm only a few pages into it. I'm only like 50 pages into this book right now. But the first 50 pages are captivating. Uh, I'm really invested in these characters already. So guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notifications button too, so you can get more content like this in a more timely manner. Guys, have a fantastic, blessed day, and I'll see you in the next video.